Hello and welcome to 180 Day 63. I think it's time for another great recipe, and we're going to weave in some education for you all at the same time. So, have you ever wondered how to take the ounces of protein that you need and have more than just one protein choice? Like, I have to have all chicken or I have to have all ground turkey. Well, what if you want a ground turkey egg white omelet? How do you adjust for what you need? This is really important to learn as you're moving forward past your 80 days because your portion is still your portion, and that's what we're learning. So I'm going to give an example for a large portion size this time. We're going to pretend that you need 6 ounces of protein for your meal, your burn day meal, which is a protein and a fat, and you need 6 ounces. So if I want to use multiple sources of protein, how do I adjust my egg whites? Every quarter cup of your egg whites equals 1 ounce. It's actually 2 egg whites, and it's 1 ounce. So if you need 6 ounces, for every quarter cup you use, you minus off 1 ounce. I'm going to start the other direction. I did 2 ounces of my ground turkey. I actually measured it out, so I've got 2 ounces. I started cooking it in my pan, okay? And then, I actually have it ready to go, so it's easier for you. And then, guess what? I'm gonna give you a new option. Up until this point, you've only been able to use 2 different forms of dairy: non-fat plain Greek yogurt and non-fat cottage cheese. I am gonna add a third. You are welcome to use, if you would like, non-fat feta cheese. Not every kind of cheese you can think of. One cheese, non-fat feta. It is, every ounce is an inch cube. Can you see that? So 1 inch cube is 1 ounce. There's no fat in it. There's 1 gram of carb, which we're not going to count, doesn't even count, it's so little, and there's 7 grams of protein in it. So I get to minus off 1 ounce of protein for this little cube of cheese as well. So I have 2 ounces here and 1 ounce here. Guess what? I only need 3 more ounces of protein for my egg whites. So 1/4 cup of egg white per ounce means I only need 3/4 of a cup. Do you know that normally for a large portion size, you need double this? And so if you're someone that goes, oh, it's so hard to eat my whole breakfast, well, cut the egg whites in half and use different sources of protein. And the density of your food is not going to be as much, but the caloric value and the nutritional value will be exactly what you need. I've got my egg whites cooking. I've got my ground turkey cooking in here. And the only 2 things I need to add is I need to add my feta, which I just crumble up on top, is how I like to do that, right? And then clean your fingers. And then the other thing is we need a fat, don't we? And so for a large portion size, the fat is 3 ounces of avocado. For a medium, it would be 2. So we're doing a large portion. I've actually already measured out my avocado here. Super easy. I just put that in. I didn't want to have egg yolks. I would rather have avocado, so I'm using that as my fat. Get that in my omelet here. Now, would you like to add vegetables for breakfast? Some of you have noticed that we took the veggies out of breakfast. And many people have asked me, why, Jen? Why did you take the veggies out of breakfast? Well, I will tell you why. Because vegetables fill you up. And a lot of people were having a hard time eating their breakfast and eating what they were supposed to eat. And so when we take the veggies out, you have an easier time eating the protein and the fat that you need. I do not want you moving the fat and the low glycemic and the medium glycemic carbohydrates on your meal plan. However, you can move your veggies around anywhere you want. They need to be in 2 to 3 meals a day, and they can be wherever you want. So I'm giving you a little bit more freedom as we're moving forward to put your veggies where you want. But remember, they fill you up. If there's meals that are harder for you to eat, those probably aren't the right meals for veggies. If there's meals that you're hungrier, probably a great meal to move your veggies to that meal. Does that make sense? So we've got a great omelet here. It's all done. I'm going to put it on my plate, and I'm actually having this for lunch instead of breakfast because I had a shake for breakfast. And so I just put that right on my plate. Let me show you how pretty that looks. Oh no! Well, I think it's going to be a scramble. There we go. All right. I'm going to go eat my lunch. I hope that was helpful for you. We're moving closer to day 80, and we're going to start to talk about options for what's next in the days to come. So I'm looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.